A female college fencer is in hot water for being normal. The fencer, Stephanie Turner, took a knee instead of competing against a biological male, Redmond Sullivan. Unfortunately for Turner, she is sane in an insane world and was disqualified and expelled from the college tournament by USA Fencing, despite the fact that Sullivan competed in men's events until 2023, before competing in women's events last year, where he has won multiple gold medals. USA Fencing is standing by its decision to back men in women's events, saying, while we understand there are a range of perspectives, USA Fencing will continue to engage in respectful research-based dialogue and review as policy evolves in the Olympic and Paralympic movement, as well as domestic law hate speech of any kind is not acceptable, online or in person. Just like, what the heck did they just say here? Like, seriously, what is that?
Well, first off, men have no place in women's sports, period. That's really all they needed to say, and they should have stood by their fencer. I mean, how brave was she to do this, to put her future fencing career basically on the line? She got blackcarded, and of course, I'm sure she's got blackmail and people coming after her now and calling her all sorts of names under the sun, and I think their decision to do this just shows how out of touch they are with Americans, and they refuse to stand up for women. So where's the women's rights movement? I haven't heard them say a single thing supporting this young lady. It's just more hypocrisy from the left.
It's so tragic. I mean, they literally say respectful research-based dialogue. I mean, it just doesn't justify the fact that the guy competed in the men's sports there for fencing in 2023, now going and trying to compete in the women's category.
Mercy, I think it's fundamentally unfair by the fact he's got two pokey things. So he's got double the ability to poke.
Hey-o.
Okay, all right. Okay, this is G-rated. All right, well, the Department of Education and Department of Justice are teaming up to protect women in sports. The two departments announcing the creation of a Title IX Special Investigations Unit to protect female athletes from radical gender ideology. Education Secretary Linda McMahon saying, to all the entities that continue to allow men to compete in women's sports and use women's intimate facilities, there's a new sheriff in town. We will not allow you to get away with denying women's civil rights any longer. I remember the time that Democrats would try to protect women's civil rights, and now all of a sudden, they're not protecting girls. They're not protecting women. You've seen these biological men going into showers and into dressing rooms where these women and girls are afraid. Jason, I mean, don't you think Linda McMahon has it right here?
Well, we're talking about changing facilities, and I think everybody should be made as comfortable as possible and have the privacy that they need. The other thing I'm kind of curious about in terms of their statement is there a biological advantage given to people who are assigned male at birth in fencing? Just looking at, there are certain sports where I think there's certainly an argument where a person would have a clear biological advantage, but I'm not so sure that exists in fencing. Either way, hold on, let me just say, I think she has every right to kneel. She has every right to do that. It's free speech. She has the right to not compete if she doesn't want to compete.
Then she's disqualified and punished.
That's right. And there is major differences between men and women, especially in fencing. Size, over a head taller, strength, being able to push as quickly as possible with the sword, and reach. Those things matter.
Look very tall. That person didn't look taller than her.
And stronger.
The fact that we're even having this discussion is embarrassing for all of Western civilization and all of human history. And give the girl what she deserves and get the man out of there. And for God's sake, bring back common sense.